so make sure we haven't fallen in that food coma. If you feel like you're slightly drowsy, I don't know, smack yourself out of it or something. But we'll wake ourselves back up here pretty quickly once we get on the racetrack. But make sure that we have a very clear head and we can once again direct the focus to driving these cars around the racetrack. Clinton and Alex, make sure we have the active rev match turned on. So it's going to blip the throttle for us on our downshifts. Alright folks, let's go ahead and begin to roll here. We're going to make our way smoothly up into our corresponding gears for the drop. Make sure we get that set up correctly as we enter the track. Alright, so we're looking through the apex here, Clint. Want to look for that left side. We're going to unwind and squeeze the throttle down up to 4th gear. And back to our brakes down to 3rd. Start to ease the brakes back. Look to the right here, Clint. Good. Now, middle of the track, just a little throttle to maintain your speed. Throttle lift, throttle steer into the apex. Coming out of the corner, try to remain as straight as possible using all the asphalt when you leave. Look to the left, all the way down to the apex here. Squeeze the throttle, ease the throttle, okay, to turn to the right, then accelerate once you're straight. Little brakes to balance the car. Okay, now add a little weight to the rear with gentle throttle, all the way down. There we go. Okay, look to the right. Nice, squeeze the throttle down. Looking sharp so far, Clint. Accelerating. Maintain 3rd gear. Okay, stay with me here. Just ease the throttle back, get the car turned. Okay, and squeeze the throttle all the way down up to 4th. Okay, light brake pressure down to 3rd real quick. Clutch it out. We're looking left. Get the car turned smooth. So we're coming in a little early, okay? So what we want to do next time is maybe use the throttle to keep the car in the middle of the track for a little longer. Looking to the right. Use the throttle down. Try to use a little bit more of that apex curve, but looking good overall. Get it turned well, nice and early, straighten the wheel. There you go, out to the left now. Okay, all the way, there you go, set it up, looking right. Steady speed. Look to your exit and accelerate. Up to 4th gear. Alright, down to 3rd, looking right. Steady, now add a little throttle, keep you in the middle a little longer. Now lift off the throttle, you want to apex on time here. That way you're straight fully to the left. Now use a little bit more track, we'll get a next lap. Looking left. Lean up on our brakes, turn the wheel. There we go, let it turn. Now start to add the throttle in. Lift off the throttle, help it turn right, add the throttle. There we go, it's all rhythm, little brakes here. Looking through the corner to your turning point for 9. Okay, slowing it down, looking right. Tighten up on the brakes, get it turned. Start to add it back in smooth, all the way down, nice and easy. Steady speed up to the apex here, nice and easy. Add it to the floor, up to 4th. Look for the turning point across to the right here. Down to 3rd. Try to lighten up on your brake pressure a little bit, that'll help you maintain the middle of the track here. Okay, a little throttle, little. Now into the apex, squeeze the throttle down. There you go, that was better. Back to our brakes. Now turn the wheel a little more up to the apex. There we go. Unwind sooner now. Squeeze. There you go. That was good. Looking right. Still looking for the apex here. Squeeze it down. Up to 4th. Back down to 3rd nice and early. Be able to release that brake pressure as you turn in. Like ease it back. That was a nice entry there. Clint, very balanced. Looking right. Squeeze the throttle all the way to the left now. Use all the track. Yeah, see how you're kind of going in the middle a little bit? accelerate. There we go. Ease the throttle. Accelerate through. Light brakes are now. Let's get a turn. Try to smooth the hands just a touch, Nick. Just a little bit. I've seen that car move around pretty abruptly in between those S's. Now accelerate out to the white line. Alright, steady speed up to the apex here. Stay with me. Squeeze the throttle down up to fourth. Let's go. Back down to third. Lift left. Ease our brakes. Ease it back. Ease it back. Lighter. There you go. Looking left. Okay. Squeeze the throttle down. Try to use a little bit more apex curve. Lift right. Try to use this apex curve up. Go unwind. Nice job. Looking for the drop again. When you go over the hill, not full release of the throttle. Steady throttle. Smooth. There we go. That's better. Okay, we're going to start to back the pace down here just a little bit, Clint. Okay, we're going to get prepared for a rotation. So please gradually pull to the right and slow down. You're going to be waiting on the gray number 9 Stingray. So keep it slow for me. Nice job, Clint. Looking really good those laps. Try to straighten your exit out of this right-hand turn that we're about to go into. Use a little bit more of the track. Look for that left side a little sooner is all. That's the only mistake I was seeing you make. Nick, bring it over here to the apex and we'll accelerate. Squeeze that throttle down. Straight out. Get a light long brake pressure here. We don't want to kill our entry speed. We want to be able to bounce all the way through. Let it turn. A little balance here. The back corner, we can go to the middle of the track, but not too far to the left. Or right, I should say, because that will kind of affect our entry into the turn 9. We'll work on that next lap. Okay, looking across. The throttle and then accelerate again. Perfect. Okay, light and long on the brakes. Near the back, don't feel like you need to keep up. Just try to do everything correctly for me. Out of this next corner, okay, try to hug this left side a little bit more. Squeeze it down smoother. There you go. More momentum here. Add the throttle, fifth gear. Looking across, line up on the brake, turn the wheel. There you go, great, looking good. Looking right. Steady momentum here, okay, just ease it back a little bit. Good. Out to the left, stay with me. Little light brake, just a drag now. Maintain momentum, okay? Clip your apex. All the way down. Good job. Gonna cross smooth. Alright, just it's all finesse the faster you go. Squeeze it down. Ease the throttle. Squeeze it down. Looking left. Remember, smooth through here. Placement. Steady, looking across. Smooth. Add the power, fifth gear. A little fast coming in, not bad. Okay, might affect our exit speed just a little bit. group up on the back straight, gradually reduce your pace, and we're going to pull to the right and come to an easy stop here. Alright, Alex and Clint, keep in your march back there, gentlemen. Focus on the accuracy. As long as your line is good, speed's going to happen naturally. You're going to pull to the right slowly, Alex. Slow it down, give yourself a little margin of room there in between the car in front of you. Thumbs up, thumbs down back there, Nick, on the temp. How's it looking?
Nick, you're killing us!
My engine's at 255 and my oil's at 270. Yeah, it's not too bad. We're going to get rolling here in a moment, and then we're going to do a kind of a cool down lap. So let's get rolling, gentlemen. We'll do one cool down lap here. Okay, stay behind me, Nick. And you're going to put the car in 5th gear this lap. Just keep your spacing on this one cool down lap we're doing. We're not going to exit, obviously. We're just going to keep some airflow running over the brakes on the radiator this one lap. Try to do everything perfect. And Nick, you can actually carry a little bit more momentum on this cool down lap. We don't have to go slow, but all we're going to do is keep the engine RPMs down and the brake usage down a little bit. So carry your momentum still. It's actually a good place to kind of see how light you can be with the brakes. Develop that sense of balance on these cool down laps. So you carry that momentum, just be a little smoother with the brake pressure, and you'll learn a lot. For instance, going down into turn 2 here, just drag it gently. You'll probably enter the corner even faster this lap than you did the last. You're doing good, Nick. Keep up the good work, okay? Brake point looks on point. Coming into turn 1, ego check. You might want to brake just a little earlier, okay? Just maybe 20 feet, okay? That'll help that rolling speed through the center of the corner. We're going to have you go to the right side, Nick. Slow down to about 5 miles an hour so the other 2 cars can go by. You'll be waiting on that yellow 10506. Alex, bring it up behind me. Good job, Nick. You're doing awesome, man. Keep up the good work, though. Get yourself going again. Probably get back to using 4th and 5th gear. Okay, Nick, Alex, looking to the right. Squeeze the throttle down. Looking for turn 6. Oh, both Alex and Clint, you guys need to work on using a little bit more of the track coming out of 5. Back to the brakes here, looking across to the right, Alex. So once again, like earlier, we're just a little deep into that corner, but not bad. So looking across to the right, steady speed up to the apex, nice and smooth. Squeeze it all the way down, up to 4th gear. Go back to the brakes, slowing down to 3rd. Looking left, lighten up on the brake pressure a little bit, turn the wheel. There you go. That's balance right there. Start to add the throttle in, all the way down. There you go. Back to the brakes. Looking right. Good. Squeeze the throttle in. There we go. Okay, a little bit more momentum over the drop. Get that wheel straight. Steady throttle. Okay, out to the left. A little drag of the brakes if we need. Okay, bring it into the apex. More speed up to the apex here, just a little bit more. Squeeze it all the way down. Up to the 4th gear. Back down to 3rd. Lighten up on the brake pressure a little bit. Ease it back now, accelerate a little bit. Again to the apex. Squeeze the throttle and wide to the left. All the way to the left side here, guys. Use all that track. Looking across the left side. Keep it turning, keep it turning. We're never done turning the steering wheel, Alex, until we actually make the apex. See, once you start to make that steering input, continue to add that small increment in steering until you get there. Accelerate, there you go. Back to the brake, same thing here. We start smooth, we ramp up our hands into the apex, and then we straighten out, squeeze the power. That looked good. Now more speed through the apex here to steady. A little bit more. Trust it, look right. Squeeze it down all the way up to fourth gear. Down the third, look left out the driver's side window. Ease our brakes. Now continue to add a little bit of steering, just little tiny degrees here. Squeeze the power all the way. Perfect. Back to the brakes. This one will be a little faster with the steering so we get down to this curving. Good. Squeeze the power as we unwind, looking for the drop. Smooth hands here, into the right, and then straighten out. Alright, steady speed, steady. Stay with me here. Look to the right, just add that steering in smooth. Look for your exit all the way down. Up to fourth, to the left. Down to third, and scan to the right, ease our brakes back. Ease them back. There you go. Good entry speed. Little throttle, lift out of it. Apex and straight to the left side, accelerating hard. Good, that was perfect exit. Light brake pressure. Lighten up just a touch, just a little more. There you go. Now, keep that steering, keep it in. Good, now accelerate. Perfect. Looking right. Power. Little balance. Okay, balance before we turn into the back. That weight to the rear. Remember, start smooth with the hands and then ramp the steering angle up. Squeeze the power. Balance, keep balance, there you go, that's good entry speed, nice job. That's balance right there. Squeeze the power, miss the apex just a little bit, but not bad. Looking right, all the way down here. Squeeze it down smooth. There you go, smooth, looking right. Steady, a little bit more, follow me out, all the way down, all the way. Little balance, off the brake, steady, steady, all the way. Brakes back. Steady. Okay, lift off the throttle, look for your exit. All the way down. There you go. Light mount, you're very light. Okay, kind of dive in a little late, so try to initiate that brake pressure a little smoother. Because look what happens right here. I kind of am able to get that power back to the rear, that weight back to the rear a little sooner because the car's better. Chassis is better balanced to the center. Brake earlier here, and then roll your brake pressure back to balance sooner. There you go, now roll that momentum. There you go, that was better. Alright, let's start a cool down lap here on this little straightaway. Everyone will get gathered up, make sure we're in a high gear. Alright, keep your spacing on this cool down lap, but once again, cool down lap is perfect opportunity to be perfect. Perfect, hit your marks, okay? See, we're going to miss that apex there, Alex. Remember to keep your spacing to at minimum. I'd rather you guys have 10 car lengths of space here on this cool down lap. You guys did an awesome job, okay? Very well done this session. I mean, really very minimal mistakes. The one glaring issue with our line that I saw, for the most part, got cleared up. So your main goal, once you get to an apex, is straighten the wheel as much as possible. So when I'm at this apex, I'm like, hey, how much can I be straight here? I'm going to use all this track so I can get that power down effectively. Now, another thing is, Alex, try not to dive in here heavy on the brakes, okay? Because the car's going to have a tendency to do two things. The diff's going to lock up under heavy decel, it's going to fight you, or, you know, it's going to get loose on you, okay? The car's going to slide through the center of the corner, which affects your drive off the corner. So find that fine line. It's definitely not a short swift braking zone there because it'll affect your exit. And much better into here this last lap. We just needed to time it to get to our apex, but your rolling momentum up to the apex was much stronger, okay? So keep that in mind. We're going to go ahead and exit the racetrack. Get our left turn signal on.